So, good evening, friends and viewers. Today, we are discussing something important. We will be discussing the programs that we will be delivered to small and medium business owners. As you people have watched and listened, that we have done almost 7 to 8 episodes earlier, and we have discussed many concepts, including thought leaderships and many other relevant topics, which are very important for the small and medium enterprises. Now it is time to think something tangible, something that we can deliver to small and medium business enterprises. Our objective to make the small and medium business enterprise more successful. They should have a expanding mindset and extraordinary capability. So our objective is to build the extraordinary capability and to expand the mindset of the business owner, so that we could see some big names in the future, and probably that our SME or the small and medium enterprises could be as big as Google or any other any other giants like Facebook also. So it is our prime responsibility to focus that our organizations should be more adaptive, more agile, and more strong in all areas, so that they counter any challenges in future. Regarding that direction only, we have made such some kinds of the programs that we will be discussing today. Now, our program for the small and medium enterprises is divided into basically two parts. One is consulting and another is coaching. Now, the thing is that people could ask why coaching for the business owners. See, coaching is a very new concept, means it is not a very old concept in India. It started almost in 2006 7. Actually, coaching is required for the small and medium business owners to means make them flexible, make them more adaptive. It's a kind of the thing coaching that we show them, that we actually handhold them to implement the things. It's a kind of the coaching. It is not basically the problem solving. It is also like that to actually move with them in every steps. So coaching is very important. And another part is the means consulting, which is basically the problem solving of their business areas. So these are very important points. Our objective is to an expanding mindset with the extraordinary capability. They should have the capability to deal with any kinds of the means problems that arises in the business. So we actually train them. So that is why the training. In training part, we will be actually dealing with various kind of the topics and the philosophies. The philosophies are all based on Indian based management philosophies, and we will be dealing with the various psychological tools in coaching areas. Apart from that, in the consulting areas, we will be dealing with the facts and figures, which are based means which are actually to solve the management problems. So this is the coaching and the consulting, which is a very important for business owners, because we need to make first the mindset, then we need to build the organization. There are various kind of the concept that should put in the organization to make them a world class organization. To make a world class organization, that is why the coaching is very important. We feel that there has to be a coach in every small means every organization. Coach or the mentor should be there along with the consultant. So we will play dual role. First, we will be actually be like means mentor or the coach, and also will be the consultant. Now, the in consulting portion, we will be dealing with the all kinds of the verticals that a business organization should have. We'll be dealing with the finance, we'll be dealing with the HR, we'll be dealing with the sales, and also means human resource, process management, supply chain, and distribution. So every concept we'll be dealing in consulting area. Along with this concept, there is a very important concept, and every organization must work on that. That is basically thought leadership, and we need to think out of the box to implement the ideas and the thought means ideas in the organization, and also implement the ideas of the thought leaderships. So basically, thought leadership areas and the means areas like the finance and the business model will be dealt by Mr. Abir Majumdar. So I would like to request Mr. Majumdar to speak about something means thought leadership and business model, also and also finance. So Mr. Majumdar, please go ahead.
Thank you. As actually already delivered by you, we are defining the scope of our business in terms as a coaching, organization, as a consulting organization, and within the consulting organization, there's an important element called thought leadership. As could be seen in the previous seven videos, which you can consider to be a build up to today's program, we have dealt on the topic of thought leadership and how futuristic ideas can shape businesses and build them from the current state to the future state. Typically, the MSMEs, that is micro, small, and medium enterprises, have a lot of potential to grow into very large organizations. And but in today's world, they have to be futuristic and have to bring in products and services which are kind of world class and evolving, dynamic, and adds value to the customers and continuously, being in the front end of the curve, of the growth curve. Here, within thought leadership is such a broad subject. Here, we will talk about various aspects like, sustainable competitive advantage of the customer of the organization. We will talk about the current technologies that are shaping the landscape, like that is the artificial intelligence, the machine learning, IoT, virtual reality, augmented reality, and so on. And also, there is we are also going to map it to the plan of the nation. The budget was just out, and as an Atmanirbhar nation, we are putting in all efforts to build up the nation in various ways, in which we are trying to play a small role. The budget has actually given a strong importance to the MSME segment with the credit line and a strong focus and assuming that they are the frontliners of businesses of tomorrow. So we are building an ecosystem along with the nation to help MSMEs to grow into larger organizations of today. The thought leadership, as you can understand, will be a framework which will be built over time. We will start with basic ideas. It will go through a screening process. It will go through a proper, project management mode, and then final outcome will be the revenue and profitability. So it's kind of a long process wherein when the organization will actually grow from the current level to the future level, and that will result in a lot of jobs in the market, which is actually a large purpose of the nation as well. So we believe that thought leadership will be an important element of the coaching for organizations who want to be in the front of the innovation curve, because their products and services would be shaping up the Indian marketplace. Also, this is a good time because when now that the COVID is over and we are at the beginning of 2022, so we are kind of thinking of fresh. At the same time, the budget has also come. So basically, this is a very good time for organizations to redraw their plans and build up products and services that will suit the nation. This is a new India, and we let us all build India together in some form of the other. In terms of the, that's the overall scoping, on a sketch. On the business model front, of course, as you can understand, that everything has to, especially in the consulting business, you have to put it through a proper, business model or a framework, which will be the, a culmination of all the activities that we will be doing, which will be made to go through a proper thought leadership framework or a consulting framework, which will be superimposed on the existing business model of the organization and make it more innovative, more fresh, and would actually tap the progress of innovation across the organization. So business model becomes a very, very important part of the whole process. Within the business model, we are also going to capture an important element which we have touched upon in the previous videos, which is also called customer service. And serving customers or looking at it from the customer's point of view will throw thousands of ideas into the system, and that will make the organization or the business model more robust, more dynamic, and more fast to make it grow forward. So that's one of the elements of the business model. On top of that, we are going to bring in tools and techniques on frameworks that will be suitable for the organization in question, and that might help grow the organization in a proper, structured, systematic way. Obviously, if you're talking of the business model, if you're talking of consulting, if you're talking of thought leadership, if you're talking of business model, you will also talk about the financial projections, because when you're talking of superlative growth, which means that you grow from x to 3x or x to 5x within a stipulated period of time, you will have to have a very robust financial projection. And that financial projection can be a short term, can be a medium term, and a long term. Short term would be between maybe the 1 year plan that we are talking of. The medium term will be around 3 years, and the long term will be around 5 years. But put together, it will be a incremental business model over the existing business model, incremental projections over the existing projections, assuming that your projections are already in place or you're drawing some projections. We are going to add on to it based on the activities that we do for your organization, and that's how we are going to bring in some plan for the organization for the immediate future. And it will be a blueprint which will culminate, which will be a total solution for the organization, from the discussion point to the revenue to the profitability to the digitization and to everything. And hopefully that will help the organization. This will be kind of an hand holding exercise to the organization, because they are kind of starting and entering into a new area. So maybe we would be able to add greater value to the organization and take it to the next level quite fast. I think these are the basic parameters that we can add from the thought leadership point of view.
Yes. So this will be the total bucket of the offerings that we can promise to deliver to the small and medium business owners. But we do have some kind of the eligibility criteria also, but it is not sacrosanct and mandatory. So our eligibility criteria, basically we are looking for the clients who are having minimum turnover 40 to 50 lakhs per annum, and minimum should have 5 employees. So that this is the definition, means that is how we see the small and medium business owners. But it is not sacrosanct. It could be up and down. So it depends on the context what we could consider after a discussion. Means that after a discovery round, what is his problem and what kind of the solution he is asking. But generally, this is a straight cut definition. That is how we define the small and medium enterprise clients should have minimum 40 to 50 lakhs revenue, means, turnover per year, and minimum 5 employees. Now, our program is basically for 3 months, because we do feel that if we need to handhold, if we need to give some kind of the solution that will actually make his or her organization, and basically make his or her organization more futuristic, we need to hold hand for little bit longer time. So that is why first we need to deliver our program for at least 3 months. In these 3 months, they will also understand how we work, and we also understand what kind of the things are going on in the organization. So this model is based for 3 months initially. Then after that, we can think, or the organization also can think to extend it, and depending on the circumstances, we'll actually create some bigger means, program for the organization. So this is basically the time frame we are actually creating this program for 3 months. Now, as we are in the means February of 2022, and this is a very good time because the budget has already come. The corona is almost, we can think that it is corona is going off. So this is the time that organization should think to expand its operations, because we are actually entering into the world, total new world. So where the things will be defined in a new terms, we will see the things in a new way, and we can turn also the things in our way. So this is the time. So we think that within a week our offer will be valid, because if you come within a week or register with us within a week, we can also give some kind of the discounts. But we can promise that we are charging very reasonable amount. Unlike the other market players, we are not charging exorbitantly. We are charging a very reasonable amount, and which is very much affordable, means for the small and to medium business owners. But it is important, because as we are already in the February and time is running out, so within 7 days, that means the business owner should take decision and should contact with us, so we can actually start the program as soon as possible, and we can also take the organization ahead. So this is a kind of the program that means the program that we have discussed. Mr. Abhin Majumdar also discussed about the various parts of the program. Now, I hope this is the kind of the program will add value to the small and medium business organizations, and also the means the business owner, means life of the business owners. So they will have a effect, means from every areas. It's a 360-degree coverage. So my means request, or just I want to also give a reminder: don't waste time. Take decision, because if you take a quality decision today, your future will be, means your future will be great, because all it depends on the kind of the decision that we take. What we are today, as the decision that we have taken in past, and what will be tomorrow, that depends on the quality of the decision that we are taking today. So my request to all the small and medium business owners, that they should take the decision as fast as possible, and within a week they should contact or register with us. Now, we have also another kind of the program. It is a training program basically. It's a training program for the corporates or the organization who want to avail this kind of the training program. Basically, training program is for 1, 2, or maximum 3 days. So we can take any kind of the training assignment based on particular subject, and we can deliver for the all level of employees, including the top management. So this is also offering. So we are offering the three things. One is that coaching and consulting for the small and medium business owners, and another is training for the corporates, and also if any small and medium organization wants to avail or wants to do the training, so we are open to that. So I hope this is a kind of the bucket of the offerings that we promise to deliver, and hopefully we'll actually able to deliver that also. Thanks a lot, Mr. Majumdar. Do you have anything to share? So you can share.
No, I think you have covered most of the points. And since it is a build-up program which has been built over a period of time, I'm sure our viewers or potential MSME customers can go through the entire build-up of the programs, and will get a quite a bit of variety of subjects and topics to discuss, and will get a very good perspective of the kind of offering that we are going to offer in the medium term. I think that's very important. And our association will continue with our viewers, and we hope to stay connected with you over a period of time.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.